Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 17th of February 2024. Since it's a weekend, we would not have any revision session. Rather, we will cover more number of questions. Fine. Let's start with the session. What is the primary objective of the E Jagriti portal recently mentioned in the news? Actually, Consumer Affairs Secretary advocates the infusion of artificial intelligence into this E Jagriti portal to expedite the consumer court case resolution. And this portal works under the Department of Consumer Affairs, and it streamlines the consumer dispute redressal through features like online case filing, fees payment, and artificial intelligence driven smart search for archived complaints. So it integrates various grievance platforms where they utilize artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies for voice to text conversation, for metadata creation, and a virtual court facility is also there. Basic aim is to enhance efficiency and accessibility in consumer complaint resolution. Fine. So what is the primary objective of this E Jagriti portal? Here answer is to facilitate consumer dispute redressal. Okay, and it works under Department of Consumer Affairs. Next is, recently which country won the 9th edition of Government Tech Prize for AI powered government services at the World Government Summit 2024? So India won the 9th Government Tech Prize at the 2024 World Government Summit. The venue of this event was Dubai. Okay, why India has got this prize? For its innovative use of artificial intelligence in enhancing the government services, and the award recognizes the Government of India's Ministry for Road Transport and Highways transformative project, that is iRaste. Okay, so the Government of Dubai manages the annual Government Tech Prize and the M Government Award. Okay, here answer is B option, that is India. Now these days Cuscuta dodder is in news. What is it? Basically it is a kind of invasive weed and it is native from Northern America. Right now it is threatening the Chengalpet forest and Vedanthangal bird sanctuary of Tamil Nadu state, and it is endangering local ecology and migratory bird habitat. So this parasitic vine lacks roots and it infests acres of trees in the reserve forest, and it is now penetrating in India's oldest bird sanctuary, that is Vedanthangal, and mainly it is found on Barringtonia trees that are crucial for bird nesting, and it forms the dense canopies before strangling and killing the host. So in India it poses a significant threat now in oilseeds, pulses and the fodder crops. Globally, it is listed as a declared noxious weed in total 25 countries. Basically, it can survive up to 50 years in dry storage and 10 years in the field. Okay, simply you can be asked that Cuscuta dodder that is seen in the news these days, what is it? So it is a kind of invasive weed. Next is, which state government has officially declared Kaji Nemu citrus lemon as the state fruit? So the government of Assam has recently designated Kaji Nemu, which is a distinctive lemon variety which is native to this region, as the official state fruit, and the state agriculture minister Atul Bora has announced this decision, where they have highlighted the fruit's cultural, traditional and the nutritional importance to the state and its people. Fine. So Assam state has recently declared Kaji Nemu as the state fruit. Now, apart from it, the Odisha government has recently announced the Nuva O scholarship, which will provide annual financial help to the undergraduate and the postgraduate students. So male students would receive 9,000 rupees, while the female students would get 10,000 rupees. Also SC, ST and the Nirman Shramik male student would receive 10,000 rupees and the female would get 11,000 rupees. So this initiative is the part of Nutana Unnata Abhilasha Odisha scheme, that is NUA, and it focuses on skilling the youth That's why they have allocated a budget of 385 crore rupees for 2023 to 24 up to 2025 to 26. Okay, so this scholarship targets the students in state universities and it helps the colleges excluding income tax payers and the government employees children, and around 4.5 lakh undergraduates and 32,000 postgraduates are expected to benefit. Fine. You can be asked that NOAA scholarship program recently seen in the news is associated with which Indian state? Your answer would be Odisha. And what is the full form of NOAA? It is Nutan Unnata Abhilasha Odisha scheme. Fine. Next is automated permanent academic account registry, that is APAR, recently seen in the news is associated with which initiative? Actually, Ministry of Education has created 25 crore APAR IDs in alignment with the National Education Policy 2020 and the National Credit and the Qualification Framework. So this initiative, named as One Nation One Student ID, assigns a unique 12-digit ID to each student, which would streamline the academic records, and this system minimizes the fraud and duplicates, which would offer a reliable reference for the educational institutions. So it would definitely ensure a unified academic experience for the students, right? So APAR is associated with One Nation One Student ID. Now these days Defense Ministry is also in news. Why? Because Ministry of Defense has signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited for the procurement of 11 Shakti warfare systems and its related equipment. Fine. So this electronic warfare system will be installed on the Indian Navy's frontline warship, and the advanced EW system Shakti was designed and developed by Defense Electronics Research Laboratory, Hyderabad. Why? To intercept, detect, classify, identify the jam conventional and modern radars. Talking about BEL, it is an Indian government owned aerospace and defense electronics company that primarily manufactures the advanced electronic products for ground and aerospace application, right? You can be asked that recently which ministry signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited for the procurement of 11 Shakti warfare system? Answer would be Ministry of Defense. Next is Right to Disconnect Bill is recently introduced by which country? Here answer is B option, Australia. Basic aim is to enact a right to disconnect bill which would regulate the employer contact outside working hours. So it was passed in the Senate, and now the bill has a part of wider industrial relation changes. Employees can refuse non-urgent contact unless deemed unreasonable, and it would consider different factors like compensation, reason for the contract, and disruption that was caused. So Prime Minister of Australia emphasized fair treatment, which would align with similar laws in France, Italy and Belgium. So critics argue that it may hinder business flexibility, and the right to disconnect responds to blurred work-home boundaries that is affected by the technology and the pandemic. Fine. So right to disconnect bill has been introduced in Australia country. Talking about China, recently the scientists of China have revealed a groundbreaking high-power microwave weapon using the Stirling engine. And talking about Stirling engines, it functions on the external combustion principle. Basically, it converts the thermal energy into mechanical energy, and all the HPM weapons is a subtype of directed energy weapon, and it uses electromagnetic systems to convert energy and focus it on the targets, which causes the physical damage. So it is capable of generating electromagnetic beams across radio and microwave frequencies, and these weapons can potentially disrupt or damage the targeted electronic system, right? You can be asked that high powered microwave weapon, that is HPM weapon, which was seen in the news recently, is unveiled by which particular country? Your answer is China. Next is Usha Kiran Khan, who passed away recently, was associated with which field? She is a renowned author, and recently she passed away at the age of 78 years after a brief illness. Also, she is a Padma Shri recipient, and she got the Padma Shri in 2015. She has earned various literary honors like the Sahitya Academy Award and Mahadevi Verma Award, etc. Her career showcased dedication to writing, which is marked by prestigious recognition like the Dinakar National Award and Bharat-e-Bharati. Fine. So the literary community mourns the loss of this distinguished figure. So Usha Kiran Khan has been passed away recently, and she is associated with literature. Next is, how many units of free electricity per month are provided under the recently launched PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana? So Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi launched the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, which is a 75,000 crore rupees initiative that would provide 300 units of free electricity per month to 1 crore household. And this scheme promotes rooftop solar system through incentive to urban local bodies and the panchayat, and central government ensures no financial burden on the citizens, and it would offer subsidies and concessional bank loan as well. Different benefits include, for example, annual saving, electric vehicle charging, entrepreneurship, and the job opportunities in the solar related field. Fine. So 300 units of free electricity per month is provided under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Next is, Hori Habba, recently seen in the news, is associated with which Indian state? Actually, casualties during Hori Habba sparked the concern over animal and human safety. Basically, it is a bull taming sport in the state of Karnataka. And similar events like Jallikattu in Tamil Nadu, Kambala in coastal Karnataka, rooster fights in Andhra Pradesh, bulbul fights in Assam, then bullock cart races in Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu face scrutiny for their association with gambling and potential risk to participants and the animals as well, right? So Hori Habba is associated with the state of Karnataka, and recently it was in news because of some casualties. Also recently, the Odisha government has launched the Swayam scheme, which would provide the interest-free loans of up to 1 lakh rupees to the rural youth who are unemployed or underemployed. And this scheme also helps the entrepreneurs who want to start their own business. You can be asked that which state government recently launched the Swayam scheme to provide the interest-free loans to the youth. Here answer is Odisha. Next is, recently which country has declared a national emergency due to an oil spill? Here answer is C option, Trinidad and Tobago. So Prime Minister of this country has declared a national emergency after an oil spill from an overturned vessel, and the spill has coated beaches on Tobago's southwestern coast, and the government has designated the spill as a level 2 disaster, and it can move to level 3 as well, which is a national emergency only declared when local resources are overwhelmed and international assistance is required. Okay, so government has yet to identify the owner of the vessel, which is only known as the Gulf Stream. Fine. So recently Trinidad and Tobago has declared a national emergency due to an oil spill. Next is BAPS Temple, that is Bocha Sanvasi Akshar Purushottam Swami Narayan Sanstha Temple, was recently inaugurated in which city of UAE? So on 14th of February, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated this mandir in Abu Dhabi, and it is a socio-spiritual Hindu faith rooted in the Vedas, and it was formally established in 1907 CE. It promotes the practical spirituality and it addresses spiritual, moral and the social challenges. Basically, the followers of this mandir adhere to 5 lifetime vows, and the organization is involved in global humanitarian activities, education, women's development, and holds the NGO status with the United Nations Economic and Social Council. Fine. So this temple was recently inaugurated in Abu Dhabi. Next is, which one of the following city will have the world's first air taxi? Extremely important question. So Dubai has made the history by unveiling the plans for the world's first air taxi service at the World Government Summit 2024. And the city will pioneer a city-wide electric aerial taxi service using the Joby Aviation S4, which would accommodate 4 passengers and a pilot. Okay, so with a 161 kilometers range and 321 kilometers per hour top speed, this innovative aircraft offers efficient vertical takeoff and landing. It would reduce the space requirement and noise pollution as well. Basically, it is set to launch in 2026, and this initiative represents Dubai's commitment to sustainable and accessible urban transportation. Fine. So Dubai will have the world's first air taxi. Now, apart from it, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, means AIIMS Delhi, and the University of Liverpool has signed a collaboration agreement for the AIIMS Liverpool Collaboration Center for Translational Research in Head and Neck Cancer, and this collaboration aims to advance medical innovation and personalized cancer treatment. So this agreement was signed in the presence of Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaville, and it aligns with the Prime Minister's vision of affordable and accessible healthcare for all the citizens, right? You can be asked that recently AIIMS New Delhi and the University of Liverpool signed an agreement for which research? Here answer would be cancer. Okay. Next is Swachhata Green Leaf Rating System. Recently seen in the news is a government initiated rating system for which sector? So it was launched in November 2023 by the Union Tourism Ministry, and it has faced a setback as no state has responded despite 3 communications, and this initiative aims to enhance hygiene in hospitality sectors like hotels, resorts and the homestays. And the rating focuses on safe sanitation practices. Basically, it targets the establishment with portable toilets, and a 3-tiered committee system from on-ground certification to state level assessment has been proposed for implementation to prevent the water pollution and to maintain environmental cleanliness. Fine. So Swachhata Green Leaf Rating System that was seen in the news these days is a government initiated rating system for the hospitality sector. A option is the right answer. Next is National Generic Document Registration System, recently seen in the news, is initiated by which ministry? So the National Generic Document Registration System and the Unique Land Parcel Identification Number, that is ULPIN, were launched in the state of Assam by its secretary in the Department of Land Resources. So it was initiated by Ministry of Rural Development, and NGDRS is basically a common application for registration departments nationwide, and it was developed by National Informatics Center, Pune. Basically, it offers a user-friendly interface for online land buying, property valuation and document submission, which would reduce the need for multiple visits to the sub-registrar office, right? So National Generic Document Registration System is initiated by Ministry of Rural Development. Now, one last question is there. These days, bubonic plague is in news. Can you tell me it is an infectious disease caused by which one of the following? Bacteria, virus, fungus, helminths. Here answer would be bacteria. Okay. Basically, officials in Oregon are addressing a rare case of bubonic plague, which is likely transmitted by a pet cat. Okay. So it is caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, which is commonly found in small mammals and the fleas. Also, it is known as Black Death. Fine. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. Whatever we have missed is already covered now, and from Monday we will continue our revision session as well. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Usha signing off.